We got access to a ton of new video models this week as well, including Luma's Ray 3, which is the world's first reasoning video model. They also claim to be the first to generate studio-grade HDR, or high dynamic range video. There's also a new draft mode where you can have it generate the video pretty quickly, but in sort of a lower resolution, lower quality. And then if you like the way the draft version came out, you can have it generated in a higher quality version. It also apparently has much better physics and seems pretty solid. I actually got a demo in person in New York a few days ago, but let's go ahead and try it out. I'll jump over to lumalabs.ai/Dream Machine. Once inside Dream Machine, let's click the plus here. And then down in the bottom, we should be able to change the model. So right now we've got Ray 2 and I can select Ray 3 or a Ray 3 reasoning. Let's go ahead and use the reasoning model and let's set the dynamic range to HDR. It should give us a sort of larger variation in colors. We'll try the prompt: a man standing on his driveway clearing snow with a flamethrower, and we'll turn on draft mode so that it'll generate something a little bit faster. We can actually see it says analyzing the scene of a man clearing snow on his driveway using a flamethrower. So it's actually thinking through this a little bit. It generated what seems to be like the starting frame here. We can see it's examining the snowy driveway scene to enhance the man's determined stance and the cold cinematic atmosphere. It actually annotated some stuff. So see these circles and drawing here? We've seen that's a really good method for telling these images what to do when they become videos. Well, this just drew those on there for me. I didn't have to actually annotate anything. It's using AI to do the annotation. It's still going, but you know what's crazy about it is it made this video of this guy with the flamethrower, but the flamethrower looked off, like the flames weren't coming out of the front of it. And it seemed to have noticed that and then remade the video fixing it so that the flames actually come out of the front of the flamethrower. Like, that's wild. Like, this is, to me, like a truly agentic video model. It checks its work and then goes back and makes its work better. Okay, so it's done and it did take a few minutes. So it was a little bit longer than I thought, but we can see it generated 4 drafts. And you can see in this first one, the flames aren't really coming out of the flamethrower. They're coming out of the top and it doesn't really look like snow's melting or anything. We jump to the second draft, same kind of issues. Then we jump to the third draft and look, now it's actually coming out of the flamethrower and we're seeing the snow on the ground melt. And then for whatever reason, the final version is fairly jacked up where a second guy just sort of pops in and there's like a weird jump cut. But this third one here is pretty good and we can see that's a draft. So let's go ahead and upscale this one into HDR and turn it into not a draft.